And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in this week.
Welcome and namaskar. Once again, I have with me Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh in our weekly show. That is this week with Dr. Sudhir Parikh on ITV Gold. Namaskar, Dr. Parikh. How are you doing?
Namaskar, everyone.
So, Dr. Parikh, let's start with here, USA. You know, recent polls basically favor Vice President Harris gaining edge over Trump in battleground. So, tell us what's next.
I think it's too early. This poll has not much meaning because still election is almost 90 days away, 100 days away. And people don't, those who are really counts, those who are fence sitter or those who are independent voters, they never make their mind this early. Unless there is something happens, you know, some catastrophic or something happens. Otherwise, they don't make their mind so early. I think, and the difference is only 2 points. So actually, margin of error is 4 to 5 points. So it is a dead hit. So Kamala Harris is, most of the media is projecting like that. Because media is in favor of Kamala Harris, because most of the media are liberal and left side leaning, and they don't like the Trump in person. So they are always all against, except the Fox News and Newsmax and those kind of channels.
So you don't think that like Trump is kind of losing his lead?
No. So because this is nothing, and actually. I'm sure Kamala Harris will come up with some kind of economic plan for her vision for economic for next 4 years, and she has not done yet, and she considered to be very poor in economy and foreign policy, and the young population between 25 and 45, they all are going for Trump because they all are young people. They're starting their career, they're peak of their career, so they all like to have strong economy and less taxes.
So, you know, even Trump, he has agreed to like 3 presidential debates. So what do you think? Will we see good debates or like there will be personal attacks?
I think there will be personal attack. Knowing the President Clinton, Trump, his character, his the way of holding the, doing the debate and putting the opponent down, and not only, and that is not very good. It is not good taste, but I think he will do it, and I think probably it is in his favor to have 3 debates than 1 debate, you know.
And you know, recently there are reports of like foreign interference of US elections and hacking of like Trump campaign. So what needs to be done for a free and like fair election?
Well, the foreign intervention, we don't know. That's a kind of conspiracy theory. We don't know really there's a foreign intervention in USA election, because USA is so powerful country. And USA's all these intelligence agencies and CBI, and those people have, they are well tuned to what's going on in the world, and so I don't think foreign intervention will be there. Not on US election. In other countries' election, yes, but not in US election or UK election. Those are the countries that are very mature democracy.
All right. So, and let's go to India now with the recent Hindenburg report, you know, naming SEBI chief and it ties to Adani Group. So, does this give like Rahul Gandhi and opposition more ammunition for Modi ji, BJP and Adani?
Yes, it will, because see, SEBI, the Security Exchange Board of India, SEBI is a monitoring watchdog for whole stock market, right? So SEBI has to be very neutral. say we cannot have conflict of the interest with anybody. Forget about Adani, with anyone. And it is surprising that now she agreed. I mean, this chairman Bush, Madhavi Bush, she agreed that she had a company. I mean, she has a company, was invested in money with the Adani in 2015. Then we have to now find out whether she declared this her investment with the Adani before she became chairman.
Right.
Because you have to declare all your what is your all the business dealing, and so I think what this is optically doesn't look good, because optically it looks that a person who regulates stock market, they are also a part of the manipulation of the stock market.
Wow.
Whether it's true or not, we don't know. But only thing in a democracy, when something comes out like this, whether from outside or inside, actually government should investigate it and come to some kind of what is true and false. And that builds confidence in the stock market. Otherwise, the common people who invest their hard-earned money into market, they may feel uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Because they think that this market is kind of not fair. And therefore, I think we are not saying that she must have told the government that she has interest in Adani Group, but we don't know. She is saying that it was 2015 and
right.
her appointment was 2019 or 18, but that doesn't excuse her not to say, not to tell.
All right. So let's talk about, there's so much going on around the globe, but right now let's talk about Bangladesh. Bangladesh's interim government under Muhammad Yunus has been sworn in, and he praises student agitation, and he wants to even get back Hasina to Bangladesh. So what can we expect next there?
Well, I think in Bangladesh, that Muhammad Yunus is right now temporary prime minister of the country, and I'm sure he will form the government with the democratic forces, because right now the opposition party, which is what's called Jamaat-e-Islam, they want to form the party, but people, those who did all this protest and everything, they are saying no to them, and they are saying that no, we have to wait. Let's the country get stabilized, and then we do the election, and then if you win, you form the government. If you lose, other party wins, other party forms the government. So that's what's going to happen. But there's meantime, next 6 to 8 months, there will be a lot of turmoil, and hopefully turmoil should not go out of hand. Otherwise, usually what happens in this kind of problem, military takes over everything. And that is the last thing you want, because then once military is in charge, then it becomes autocrat. So we don't want military in charge.
But do you think Sheikh Hasina will go back to Bangladesh?
I don't think right now, because right now probably her personal safety is not there. So I don't think she will go back now. But eventually, yes. Just like Musharraf left Pakistan and came back. So everybody goes, and Nawaz Sharif flee the country, and after 5-10 years he came back. So everybody comes back, because time heals, right? Time heals everything. So when situation changes, they come back.
But even if she goes back, don't you think she's not going and going to be free there?
No, when she goes back, I mean, she is a member of Awam Party, right? Awami Party, which is a party which they fought the independence of Bangladesh. So I'm sure there is a large number of people who has some sympathy towards her father and her party, and I'm sure eventually she will go back, and then she will fight the election, not this election, coming election, but election after.
All right. So let's talk about sports, and like India is putting its hat basically in the ring to host Olympics, but I feel they haven't really won even one gold medal also. So do you think is India's priority right, or should we first create like infrastructure and support the athletes? And tell us like what can we learn from China, which is running neck to neck with USA on gold medals?
Well, I mean, that shows that even though our sports world in India is much better than before, all the kids, those who participate in different field and different sports, they all get good training, they get good money, and they don't have to rely on other job to survive or do the practice. So I think they should do better, but still we are not doing better because still those sports people who are playing the sports has some part-time, they have to rely on other part-time job, and that is not good. Because once you are professional wrestler or professional disc thrower, that's your whole goal for next few years. And so I think still India's sports department has to kind of review into what's missing and try to fill up that missing points.
All right. So let's move to our rapid fire round, and you know the rules. So first, a rapid fire question is from Alok. He wants to know, is Hindenburg disclosure going to hurt BJP in coming state polls?
Probably not, because I'm sure this is a kind of conflict of the interest of the chairman of the SEBI. And once I think if a government makes sure that it doesn't hurt the BJP, because there's no other election is coming recently right now. There's no parliamentary election coming up for next 4 years or 5 years. So probably not. And before that, I'm sure that Supreme Court or someone put some committee to find out what happened, who is right, who is wrong, and there's a conflict of interest or not. So I don't think it will not affect BJP in next Lok Sabha election.
All right. So next question is from Ramon. Ramon wants to know, is Sheikh Hasina going to end up being in India on asylum and not leave?
I don't think so either, because by keeping the Sheikh Hasina in India, you are provoking the fanatic Muslim or fanatic Jamaat-e-Islam people, and they will do more damage to our Hindu brothers there, because their 1 crore family is a Hindu, and so I think for their safety, I think India should not keep Hasina, because it's very important that the trade, economic relations and trade should be very smooth between India and Bangladesh. And nowadays, I think Bangladesh's main business is textile. And 80% of the textile manufacturing facilities are owned by Indians. So if we create some conflict between Hindu Muslim there, then I think we are the loser, because then they may take over all those businesses, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's not a smart thing to do. And we need doesn't matter which government comes in the neighboring state or neighboring country. In politics, there is no permanent friend or permanent enemies. So you have to act accordingly.
Absolutely. Next question is from Preeti, but before I ask you the question, I just want to make sure, did you watch the interview of Elon Musk and Trump, which was on Twitter yesterday?
No, I did not.
Okay. So
but anyway, what's the question?
The question is, will Elon Musk interview help or hurt Trump? They talked about the recent assassination attempt there. They talked about illegal immigration and his plans to cut government regulation. So that is the question for you.
Well, it will help the Trump.
Okay.
And I think knowing Elon Musk, he himself is a very conservative, and he is very anti-Biden administration. So I'm sure he will do his best to help the Trump.
All right. And next question is from Amar. Amar wants to know who has advantage, Trump or Harris? Your current pick, please.
Trump.
Okay. Rishi is asking, with India's Independence Day coming, any key messages you have?
Well, I think we all Indian origin, Indian Americans should celebrate India's independence, because it's very important, because this is the day we got freedom, and we should remember all freedom fighters and their sacrifice. And also this is the day where we have to teach our children that what is India, how India got independence, who fought for that, and so forth. And that way they can appreciate the value of the country, value of the motherland, and so forth.
Absolutely. And we have here also the big parade coming up, and
right.
It's going to be like everybody is going to be busy enjoying that. So before we give out this week's message, I want to remind our viewers that you can follow Dr. Sudhir Parikh on Facebook, that is at Dr. Parikh, and you can also follow him on Twitter. The handle is SUDPARIKH. Please go ahead with your message.
Dear friends, this week we have on August 15th is coming, that's India's Independence Day. And we all are lucky as Indian Americans that our country, motherland, is a free and democratic country. It's the largest democracy in number, and we are, in last 75 years, we are really remain democracy. Not like our neighbors like Pakistan or Sri Lanka or Bangladesh. Therefore, I think we should be proud of our country, be proud of our government, and we all should help our country, particularly in our country, those who are underprivileged, those who are poor class, as well as those who need some help from us. So please celebrate independence of India. Join the India Day parade on the Medicines Avenue and 38th Street in New York City this Sunday, and be part of the huge parade, which is the second largest parade outside India. Second largest parade other than India Day parade in India. Republican Day parade in India. So please come. And real attraction this time is there is a float for, there are 35 floats plus, but there is a float of Ram Temple, which you all should be proud of, that we as a Hindu, we got a Ram Temple float, which symbolizes our 5,000 years of history of Sanatana Dharma. So please come, tell your friends and family to join the India Day Parade in New York City this Sunday, August 18th. Thank you.
Thank you so much.